Hello, my name is Hannah Brzezowski, and I had the movement. So, a little bit about the movement. It was during the 1950s. The poets of the movement saw themselves as part of an actual movement. So, the writers thought they all had their own purpose, even though it was considered just a literary group. Most of the poems were anti romantic. They were simple, traditional, and dignified. Poetry was based on Britain's reduced authority in politics, and the main goal was to prove English poetry over modernist poetry. So the poets were not necessarily anti modernist, but they just opposed to that type of ordeal. And they also started the divisions of British poetry. So some poets during that time period was Philip Larkin. He was born August 9th, 1922 and died December 2nd, 1985. He was a profound writer in post-war England and was a national favorite. He also distrusted abroad travel and professed ignorance of foreign literature, and some of it included American literature. Another poet is Elizabeth Jennings. She was born July 18th, 1926, and died October 26th, 2001. Her poetry and its emotional restraint are qualities that were praised by poets and critics of the period. Jennings also had an important theme of religion, and that is why some of her poems were considered serious. All right, so one poem is This Be the Verse by Philip Larkin. It starts with, they fuck you up, your mom and dad. They may not mean to, but they do. They fill you with the faults they had and add some extra just for you. But they were fucked up in their turn by fools in old style hats and coats who half the time were soppy stern and half at one another's throats. Man hands on misery to man. It deepens like a coastal shelf. Get out as early as you can and don't have any kids for yourself. So it starts with the strong use of explicit language. So Larkin uses this to grab the reader's attention. He also has a stern and cautious tone throughout the poem. And the first stanza explains that parents fill their own children with their own faults. A children's mom and dad don't do it on purpose to fill them with their faults, but it's just based on their lifestyle and how they were raised. Throughout the poem, there's also an alternating rhyme scheme with every other line. For example, dad rhymes with had, and then do rhymes with you. And Larkin is using several descriptive words and creating visual patterns for the reader to understand that the reader's first faults came from a generation before explained man hands misery to man. And also, old style hats and coats in line 6 describes the past generations of the parents. There's also a constant rhythm to the poem, with each ending and rhyming to the next topic of the poem. The syntax of each sentence is evenly balanced within the stanzas, which can symbolize conformity in the way of life. So another poem is Delay by Elizabeth Jennings. It starts with, the radiance of the star that leans on me was shining years ago. The light that now glitters up there my eyes may never see. And so the time lag teases me with how. Love that loves now may not reach me until its first desire is spent. The star's impulse must wait for eyes to claim it beautiful, and love arrived may find us somewhere else. So throughout the poem, Jennings has a very soft tone. Love is a dense object that Jennings fails to believe. In line 3, she says, my eyes may never see. So she's not looking for love, sort of say, but she's just trying to have love affect her. There's also imagery that is used to make the reader feel how love can be exciting, like she used glitters and shining. Jennings also uses the analogy and comparison for love is just like the energy of a star. Lights from stars take a while to travel like love, so it takes a while for you to love something or someone. Love is difficult, and Jennings believes it will take a while for love to reach herself.